And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on? How y'all doing? I am Wavy. Hope everyone's doing well out there, all that good stuff. You seen the Lakers, they won the in-season tournament. I'm a Laker fan from when they tried to get the three-peat again, but only got the two-peat or the repeat. Phil Jackson, Kobe, Ron Artest, Pau Gasol, Ariza, those guys back in the day. But still shout out to them, the first team to do it. LeBron is the star of the Lakers now, and how my relationship go with him, it's like a love-hate. All right, that being said, New Hampshire man charged with threatening to kill Vivek Ramaswamy. All right, this one is one I see going on the campaign trail right now. He was in New Hampshire. All right, now let's back up a little bit. Vivek Ramaswamy, he's running for the Republican nominee. I am a Trump guy. I voted for Trump in 2020, and I plan to vote for him in 2024. But moving forward, I like Vivek. I like what he's been saying about the establishment and his intentions, going up against them more so kind of like a Trump. I like his energy, and he's been saying a lot of the same thing over and over and over, and you got to support that. That means that he's got to believe in it. He's not swaying, and I can respect that. He's going at Nikki Haley, who I think Nikki Haley is who the Republican establishment is trying to push as the nominee based on the media and the stuff I see. Like, I even think that they defend her a little bit more than DeSantis, but I like how Ramaswamy calls her out because she does have ties to the military sector, and she stands to gain money from us going to war. And she's always saying that we need to go to Israel and we need to be helping our allies and go and flatten out Iran and this and that. And I'm more with, let's just pray for peace and let's just hope, let's just keep America out of it. We really don't need to be going to a foreign terrain like the Middle East. All right. But that being said, let me continue it on. So, what are some things Vivek's been saying on the road? Let's check it out.
So we need to cut through that bureaucracy using the Constitution on our side. I would cut 50% of the federal bureaucrats in the first month. And it'll be a mass firing. They do Trump in some ways. They said you couldn't do that because of civil service protections. Read the law. Those civil service protections don't apply to mass firings. And that's what I'm bringing to DC. So that's the first step is mass firings that DC does.
So see what he's talking about, draining the swamp. And all right, let's finish.
That's something you can do on your own.
Absolutely.
And you see what he's talking about, draining the swamp. And I don't know, if this is a nothing burger. I don't know if this guy really was an extremist to go to this level. I'm not sure if, he just thought it was a joke. And, that being said, I'm glad that it was addressed. I'm glad that they were able to ensure people's safety. All right. Let's get to the article.
A New Hampshire man has been arrested and charged with threatening to kill a presidential candidate. Joining us now is NBC's Ryan Riley. Ryan, what do we know about this?
So this was a threat against Vivek Ramaswamy in connection with an event that he was scheduled to hold. This reply to a mass text message advertising his campaign is how the threat came in. And actually, when FBI agents actually seized this individual's phone, they found another threat that had been sent to a separate campaign, which is not identified, nor is the Ramaswamy campaign. But the Ramaswamy campaign has confirmed that this was indeed a threat sent against their candidate there. So, this is a 30-year-old man from New Hampshire, and it speaks to the really, I think, divided and political environment that we're in, where political campaigns are having to deal with a lot of these threats on a regular basis.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like I said, this could be nothing, could be something. I think that Vivek needs to start moving like if he's the president already. Tell you the truth, he need to beefing up security. You know what I'm saying? That may be the direction he may need to put his campaign, because he's saying a lot of stuff that, you know, those that be, the powers that be doesn't necessarily want him saying on the stage that he is. So let's get to the article. Tyler Anderson of Dover allegedly responding to a campaign text about an event with a threat to kill the GOP presidential candidate. All right. It was in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and he sent the text message that said, "Great, another opportunity for me to blow his brains out," and added that he would kill everyone who attends. I don't know if he was capable of it. I don't know if he, what it is, but it's a threat that he sent via text in response to, like, when they send out little campaign ads to the text message. All right. The Ramaswamy campaign responded with, "We are grateful to law enforcement for their swiftness and professionalism in handling this matter and pray for the safety of all Americans." The charges he faces could up to 5 years in prison or supervised release with a maximum fine of $250,000. Like I said, it never happened. I'm glad that they were able to deter this before it started. They were able to apprehend the guy, take him into custody, and but still, this is going to be an FBI agent speaking to Vivek, and he's going to give a couple of really, really good pointers to him.
What's your name, sir?
Mike Wyatt.
Mike, good to meet you.
They ruined my bureau. When I went in, it was fidelity, bravery, integrity. They broke my heart. This can't be. This can't go on. And
We will, and I like the way you're pushing, because those are my instincts, right? But I can tell you what we can immediately get done. Well, thank you for your service.
tired, but Jesus, be careful.
I will. We will. I mean, we're guided by our purpose. I know.
but
I know that it can get ugly. You mean like
Yes,
be careful. Be
very
careful.
careful.
Yeah. Yeah. What did you do in the bureau?
I worked, I was a SWAT guy, but I worked counterintelligence and counterterrorism, and I was one of those guys that was convinced they would never do it.
You were, how many years were you in the FBI?
22. I was a cop before that.
Okay, and you're worried.
Yes. I'm worried.
Okay.
This retired.
What would you do in my shoes?
I'd get some very, very competent help.
Okay.
And some very competent people do some intelligence work for you.
Okay.
Just walk around, talk to people, maybe get a feeling.
Okay.
Because that's what I did for a living. I got people to tell me what they didn't want to tell me. And the other thing is, I'm now an entrepreneur. I'm trying to follow in your footsteps, but I don't think my worm farm is going to catch up with
Okay.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll take that seriously, man. I'm reading between the lines of what you're saying, and we got you.
Okay.
Thank you. We'll take care of ourselves. And
You've seen how aggressive these alphabet organizations have become. They're coming after you.
yeah, no doubt about it. But we're ready. We'll be ready.
If you think you're going back into private life, if this doesn't work out, they're coming.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Great words. I mean, great advice. Like I said, he needs to start moving like if he's the president already, because they're targeting him, and who knows? We've seen for the past, what is it now? Like at least 8 years of what they've been doing to Trump, right? So we've seen it in real time playing out, and who knows? Vivek could be Trump 2.0. I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying if I were voting today, or in 2028, say Trump gets elected in 2024, serves his term until 2028. If I'm looking to vote in 2028, I would, and I'm looking at the candidates from right now, presently. I don't know who's to come along. I don't know what's to come along right now. I would say Vivek is my number 2, or is my number 1. Then that's over a DeSantis, and some people might not agree with that for various reasons. All right, but I'd be more open to voting for Vivek personally. But what does that mean? Not much. All right, so this is gonna be his response to finding out about it, the threat and everything. So Vivek Ramaswamy speaks to reporters in Nashua, New Hampshire.
I'm with the local CBS station. I'm just holding a few other microphones.
Okay, got it. That's great. Who would I look?
At me, if you don't mind.
What's your name?
So, Christina. It's nice to meet you. So I'm sure you've heard there was a threat on your life. A man was arrested, allegedly wanted to hurt you at this Portsmouth event this morning. Just what's your reaction to that?
I think my reaction was, first, I think we don't have all of the facts, but based on what we know, I'm grateful to law enforcement for responding as rapidly and as effectively as they did. I'm also grateful to my team and even many retired New Hampshire police officers and New Hampshire police officers in local PD, and some of whom, one is a retired New Hampshire officer who helps us on his spare time when we're in town. He's in the room right now. I'm grateful to the team that keeps us safe, and I pray for the safety of every American, including everybody who's in this process.
Yeah, definitely, and I hope that he steps it up. I don't know much, but if I'm betting, I'm betting that this guy right here is a plainclothes security guy right here, just based on his body language this whole time. And I hope that he has many more plainclothes. They said that following the discovery of the text messages, that once the guy was apprehended, that they did beef up security and have plainclothes in the room. So I'm glad that they were able to do that and that they're actually taking it seriously. And, you know, like I said, Vivek, I know you'll never see this, but start moving like you the president, bro. And with that being said, if you stuck around this long in the video, as always, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like, drop a comment, interested to know what you think about this. Hit the subscribe button because the wave is crashing out for the rest of the year. I still got to hit my goal, learn a lot along the way. And regardless of how you feel, Trump or Vivek Ramaswamy or DeSantis, either way, it's got to be somebody to get this guy right here out of office. And with this one, let's get into it.
By the way, the same stable genius that said the biggest problem we had in the Revolutionary War is we didn't have enough airports. Whoa.
What?
Stay wavy.